Morning, Sangle. Hi, Pentair. The walls are very white today. Oh, yeah, I'd say so. Did you hear about Squan? No. Why? Did something happen? Security caught him out of bed last night. He's in the detention corridor. Oh, no. Oh, I should have seen this coming. He'd been saying all sorts of weird things lately. I didn't expect him to go and disobey the lights. I don't think he was all right. The guard said he was talking crazy, saying insane things like he'd been outside the cell. All the people to lose it like that. Why Squan? He'd never disobey the lights, and he'd be the first to tell you there's nothing outside the cell. What would drive him to say that? Gentlemen, this conversation is unorthodox. You will terminate it immediately. Sorry, officer. Well... Goodbye, Sangle. Goodbye, Panther. Hey, Lem, Panther was saying that... Squan... It's true, I'm afraid. He's in the detention corridor. Standard procedure, interrogation, and, attempt to bring him back to normal. You are the chief normalizer, Sangle. Hello, Squan. I've committed no crime, Sangle. Well, it says here, Squan, you were out of bed last night. It's not a crime. Squan, you weren't following the lights. Listen, Sangle, something happened last night. My eyes have been opened. I was outside the cell. But Squan, you can't go outside the cell. There is nothing outside the cell. And you weren't following the lights. Sangle, why do we follow the lights? Why don't we just disobey them? Well, you just don't. You have to follow the lights. That isn't a reason. There is no reason. We all just blindly accept it. I'm sorry you have to see this, Sangle. I didn't want to show this to anyone without preparation, but I have no choice. When I was outside the cell, I found this. What is it? This object, Sangle, reflects a different wavelength of light. It's a new color from the regular black, white, and gray we get inside the cell. Show this to him, Sangle. Ask him about it. It is a trick. An optical illusion. This object isn't truly a different color. You are merely perceiving it that way. But, cell leader, aren't all colors optical illusions, the result of perception? It doesn't matter. It is still but a trick. Cell leader, Squan is clearly not regular. He's disobeyed the lights. But isn't it strange that this came from inside the cell? It must have. It is a logical fallacy to say that something exists outside the cell. The cell is, by very definition, everything that exists. You don't question that, do you? Of course not, cell leader. Good. Now, this trickery is of no use to anyone. Why did you get out of bed, Squan? Have I not made myself clear? I knew if I could get to the south hallway, I could use a pickaxe to dig through the wall. Even just to try it. Squan, you're a smart guy. How could you stoop this low? A few weeks ago, before this all started, you would have called these things crazy yourself. I know I would have. I was wrong, Sangle. As everyone is wrong. Sangle, how do you know there's nothing outside the cell? No one has tested it. You can't test it. Why not? You'll be going against the light, Squan. Sangle, there are people on this detention corridor for holding their knives in their left hands. Well, and rightly so. Why? Why is that wrong? Well, if anything, it's just so weird. It means nothing, Sangle. So many of our little ways mean nothing. The lights mean nothing. Sangle, get out of bed tonight. Go to the south hallway. What? I was caught by bad luck. The guards normally aren't on at night. You won't get caught. You can see if there's a hole in the wall. Know if what I'm saying is true. It's just so disgusting. Just try it, Sangle. It won't make a difference. If I'm wrong, you'll know that I'm delusional. And suppose I'm right. I mean, that's so unlikely. Suppose I am. You know it would change everything. It would mean everything. How's Squan doing, Sangle? Pentair, is it true the guards normally aren't on at night? It is, yeah. It was lucky they were doing drills when Squan got out of bed. So, say I were to get out of bed just any night. I wouldn't be caught, would I? Your jokes are disgusting and not funny, Sangle. You're not serious. Well, Squan said he made a hole in the south hallway, and it might be useful to see how much of what he's saying is true. Okay, sorry, I'm joking, of course. I'm just trying to, think about Squan's point of view. Good night, Pentair. Say, officer. Officer, it might be a good idea to put a patrol out tonight. Am I really going to do this? But Squan is right. No one will ever know. At least I can prove to myself that Squan is delusional. Stop. Stop. What have I done? What have I done? The south hallway. Don't move. Sangle, why are you out of bed? Cell leader, I just wanted to check the south hallway. See how much of Squan's story was true. You've disobeyed the lights. Well, listen, cell leader. Squan is unquestionably irregular. But in spite of his nonsense, I think he's right about something. There's no way of checking these things that he's saying. I mean, even if Squan is totally wrong, which of course he is, as a professional,
I should be able to check what he's saying for certain. I mean, can you see what I'm saying, cell leader?
You are not like Squan Sangle. You are worse. You are open to impression. You are letting yourself be manipulated against what is right. I am therefore issuing you with the third solitary confinement.
What?
Right where you stand.
No, please, listen. I'm sorry. I recant. I take it back. Put me in the detention corridor.
Right where you stand.
No, please, no!